Hey there, fight fans. Welcome back to Takedown MMA. UFC 286 went down on Saturday in London, and it was an instant classic. Let's recap all the action and watch how the MMA world reacted to the main and co-main event, plus more. UFC 286 is now in the rearview mirror, but Leon Edwards still has the belt firmly wrapped around his waist after defeating Kamaru Usman by a relatively comfortable decision. Edwards was the better striker, which is always going to be the case, but what surprised the fans the most was Rocky's improved takedown defense. Usman had his movements in the fight as well. He landed some good shots but kept pressing forward, and even landed some takedowns, but he failed to control Edwards on the mat. The Brit threw all sorts of kicks, including inside leg kicks, outside leg kicks, oblique kicks, body kicks, and head kicks, which were causing all sorts of problems for Usman. And despite the fact that Edwards was deducted a point for obstruction, he still managed to get the win by a majority decision. Here's how the MMA world reacted to Edwards' big win. Colby Covington reacted by challenging Edwards to a fight in July. Islam Makhachev also challenged Edwards to a fight in Abu Dhabi later this year. Belal Muhammad threw his name in the mix as well by saying that it's time he runs it back with Leon Edwards because their first fight ended in a no contest due to an accidental eye poke. Nate Diaz reacted by posting a clip of his 5th round against Edwards at UFC 263, where he badly rocked the welterweight champ. Dustin Poirier had a one-word reaction to all the chaos. The co-main event between Justin Gaethje and Rafael was absolutely electric, and it won't be wrong to say that it was the people's main event. The fight lived up to its hype, but Gaethje silenced his critics with arguably his best performance inside the octagon. Fiziev had a great first round. He was lightning fast and very explosive, and that put Gaethje in a bit of a pickle, but from the second round onwards, Gaethje found his distance and rhythm and landed absolute bombs on his opponent, who was bruised and battered by the end of the fight, which the American won by a majority decision. It should have been unanimous, but never mind. Here's how the MMA world reacted to the high-octane, lightweight fight. Former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou reacted by saying, "What a war! Congrats to both fighters, but Gaethje is a beast." Top welterweight contender Belal Muhammad reacted by saying, "Justin Gaethje is the most entertaining fighter in the world." Comedian and MMA fan Andrew Schultz also gave his 2 cents by saying, "Did Justin Gaethje just learn in the 3rd round of that brawl that he's an incredible tactical boxer? Beautiful work." Boxing coach Teddy Atlas was super impressed with Gaethje's performance, and this is what he had to say. Gaethje slowed the pace and negated Fiziev's speed with timing, and found home for a right uppercut. That's experience. Former UFC featherweight Kenny Florian called Gaethje a sports treasure. He didn't bury him, but Justin did indeed walk with him in the Garden of Punishment. Gaethje is a fight sports treasure. Fiziev is as tough as they come though, and will be better and even more dangerous after this. In other news, Stipe Miocic has sent a befitting reply to Jon Jones after he accused the former 2-time heavyweight champion of running scared. After winning the belt by beating Ciryl Gane in their vacant heavyweight title fight at UFC 285, Jones is now looking for a blockbuster super fight against Stipe Miocic, who accepted his challenge in a number of backstage interviews at UFC 285. In a recent tweet, however, Jones insinuated that Miocic is probably trying to dodge a fight against him. Here is what Jones had to say in a couple of tweets. "Yo, Stipe Miocic, only you, the UFC, and I know the truth. You dodged me all of 2022, July, September, and December. Now I'm hearing rumors that we may not be fighting this July. Bro, it's simple. You either believe in yourself or you don't. Either you want this challenge or you don't. Stop wasting everyone's time." Stipe's response was short and sweet. "See you in July," is what he said in a tweet. Despite a few Twitter jabs here and there, Jones understands the magnitude of the task at hand, and he's not underestimating Miocic one bit. The New York native believes he's a lot better than Ciryl Gane, and irrespective of what people might say about his growing age, Bones thinks Miocic will be better than ever when the two lock horns down the road. In my head, he's better than he's ever been. He's definitely a lot more experienced and well-rounded than Gane. This is an extremely important fight for both of our legacies. I must treat it as such. In a way, Miocic does agree with Jones. he thinks he'll be Jones's toughest test, but one that the former light heavyweight champion won't be able to pass.
Jon Jones has never lost before.
I know that. It sucks that he's going to lose. It's got a big one. I'm not going to imagine it. It's going to happen.
Miocic has fought the who's who of the UFC's heavyweight division, so it's understandable why his confidence is sky high. But the way Jones performed in his fight against Ciryl Gane has made many admit that he's unbeatable. Jones says he wasn't born to lose, and he hasn't been proved wrong even once in his career. That is probably why he's considered the GOAT. Joe Rogan thinks that Jon Jones is way ahead of the curve when it comes to the MMA GOAT debate, and that Jones is undeniably the greatest MMA fighter of all time. In a recent episode of his podcast, Rogan said that he thinks Jon Jones is the greatest fighter of all time, and that too by a good margin. Joe's list of GOATs also includes Khabib Nurmagomedov and Demetrius Johnson, but he thinks Khabib left too soon, and Johnson didn't fight the same level of competition as Jon Jones.
Jon Jones is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Now it's undeniable.
It's undeniable.
There was all this debate until he submitted Ciryl Gane and became the heavyweight champion. No one can with that. You can't accidentally beat Jon Jones. There's a thing about...
So he's GOAT over Khabib.
He's GOAT over everybody. Now.
Khabib's too?
Yeah, Khabib is in the conversation, but Mighty Mouse is in that conversation too. The only problem is, besides Cejudo and a couple other guys like Benavidez, and he was not dealing with guys that are of the caliber of the guys that Jon Jones was facing. He was facing the elite of the elite, and he never fucking lost, even when he was doing coke and he wasn't even training.
Right.
That's how goddamn good Jon Jones is.
Joe Rogan isn't the only person who thinks Jon Jones is the undisputed GOAT of MMA. UFC president Dana White has been saying it for quite a while, and with Jones's heavyweight victory, Dana thinks it's not even up for debate anymore.
Anybody deny this guy is the GOAT anymore? I don't think anybody would deny it. Not only is he the greatest light heavyweight ever, he looks like the greatest heavyweight ever too.
The GOAT debate in MMA is pretty subjective nonetheless, which is why we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Conor McGregor has been warned against making a move to WWE because he'd be smashed by the Bloodline and its tribal chief, Roman Reigns. In a recent photo with Ariel Helwani on the set of the MMA Hour, McGregor was seen holding a Money in the Bank briefcase, which has people, including some of the WWE bigwigs, talking. McGregor is arguably the biggest combat sports star in the world, and if legends like Ronda Rousey and Cain Velasquez can appear on WWE, the Irishman definitely can, but Paul Heyman thinks he should stay where he is. Conor McGregor would get smashed just like anyone else who dares to oppose the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. McGregor was asked about a possible move to WWE back in 2016, and he dismissed it while taking a few jabs at the WWE roster. This is what he said in a tweet. "I didn't mean no disrespect to the WWE fans. What I meant to say was that I'd slap the head off your entire roster, and twice on Sundays." One of the first people to clap back at McGregor for his tweet was Roman Reigns. "You're the size of my leg. Shut up," is what the tribal chief said. McGregor is a massive star, and with all due respect, maybe way more popular than some of the top WWE superstars, so it's almost a guarantee that the pro wrestling promotion will sign him in a heartbeat. For now, McGregor is focused on MMA and, most importantly, his upcoming fight with Michael Chandler, after which he plans on winning a third UFC title at welterweight. So he's pretty occupied anyways. With that, we have come to the end of our video. If you liked it, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on all the awesome content we have in store for you. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.